legislature. Oh.
Welcome to the Washington Defender Grassroots. I'm your host, Pastor Brian Noble, CEO of Family Policy Institute of Washington, and this is another episode of Meet and Greet the Candidates, and we have a great candidate for you. Just a friendly reminder that nothing in this video is an endorsement of the candidate, nor the candidate's endorsement of FPIW or FPIW Action. We're simply trying to meet and greet candidates to get to know them a little bit. So today we have George with us. George, welcome to the program.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Hey, we're glad to have you on today. Let's start with what you're running for, and then we're going to hear a little bit about your family.
Okay, I'm running for the 4th District State Legislature. I decided to run simply because I'm tired of, I think what everybody's tired of is sending people over there that don't get anything done for us.
Awesome. And introduce your family to us.
Okay, so I'm married. Got 7 children. We're devout Catholics. I've graduated 3 kids from school already. It's actually getting sad because they're starting to grow up and become adults, and I kind of miss them being little kids. But we have 4 that are still in school. They go to local Catholic schools here, Gonzaga Prep as well, for the high school. My lovely wife Jacinta, we've been married for 21 years. Yeah.
Awesome. So I love that you have a big family, because obviously we're family policy. So that's what we encourage, is people to have families. So that's amazing. So you're looking at running for office. I mean, you are running for office, but looking at serving in Olympia. What's some of the things that you hope to accomplish while you're there?
Well, that's a tough question, simply because in all the debates that we've done, or excuse me, the forums, I keep hearing the same thing from all the candidates, and I hear this every election cycle, that I'm going to reach across the aisle, I'm going to introduce legislation. Obviously, I have the things that I want to work on, which are education, making it better for the kids, making critical thinkers rather than mindless robots. And that's a topic in and of itself. We could talk for hours on that. Public safety is another issue, and also affordability, or the lack of. Because of just bad legislation and taxes and regulation on businesses. I also run a small business, a hardwood flooring company, so I understand just the nuances of regulation and reports, and just they've made it burdensome. But the biggest issue that I'm running on is accountability, simply because there isn't anything we can do. I talked to Representative Joe Schmick just the other day, and we're on the same page with this. We got to fight. This is a fight. They're destroying the family. They're destroying every institution that we have, and it's not a matter of reaching across the aisle or introducing legislation anymore. We got to dig our heels in and start holding them accountable to the bad legislation and calling them what they are. And I believe that God wants us to call things what they are, not these falsehoods of a boy can be a girl and vice versa. No, you're a man, you're a woman, and that's it. And that's what I'm going to call you. I'm not going to play these silly games. And I've just had enough of it. That's why I'm running this race, because I'm tired of just soft leadership.
Right. And one of the things that you're going to find out real quick is that obviously we're in the minority on every committee, every floor, every single part of Olympia. We're in the minority. So your job, a lot of it's going to be informing the public about what the majority party is doing, right? Just being very abundantly clear. This is what they're doing, because the fact is they can silence you in every single step of the way. And so I love that tenacity that you have inside of you to step out and say, I'm going to let people know what's going on in Olympia. I love it. What are some of the things from the last legislative session that you thought, man, this should have been brought up more to our attention?
Well, I mean, I think there's a lot of things. I know they did an admirable job on the millionaire's tax, but there's just every session you look at the bills coming through. I would say the public safety realm is that they're destroying trust between our police officers and the public, because it's no secret you have a woman over there And I forget what district she's out of. I think it's Bremerton. She's a convicted felon, and she's introducing all these bills that give criminals a free ride. They want to move the age of consent to 25,
Hmm.
or culpability, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, giving them softer sentences, things like that. I worked for Jenny Graham for about a year and a half, so I did a session over there. I understand what's going on, how it works, and they silence us. And I'm not going to be silenced. I have a First Amendment right to speak my mind,
Right.
and there's so many different categories. I mean, just the taxes. I mean, we could talk all day about just how much we're being taxed. I mean, I just read in the paper or on the line that the Democrats want to call a special session to suspend the Climate, and I call it Control Act, because it's designed to control us. They're committed to controlling.
Mm-hmm.
So with these tax and regulations from the Climate Commitment Act, it's killing us. I mean, it's just the gas pump. I mean, just the work van I'm in right now takes me over $100 to fill it up over here. So I go to Idaho. So
Right.
there's just so many different things. Key is you hold them accountable to their legislation. You voted for this. You are the reason why it's
Mm-hmm.
unaffordable. You're the reason why crime is out of control, etc. And you just keep hitting that battle rhythm until
Yeah.
they can't handle it.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's, this is why our system was set up for multiple parties, right? Because we've had one party rule for, I think, 30 years. Not
Yeah,
completely.
30.
I've done the research, but for the bulk of it, we've had one party rule. And this is where we are. What are you foreseeing as some of the main, things that you hope to accomplish while you're there, as far as with legislation?
I would say I would like to turn the school districts back to the local school districts, or excuse me,
Mhm.
the districts. Get rid of OSPI. There's just the office. The state doesn't need to have all this control over the school districts. We know our communities, and they need to start policing their own areas, so to
Mhm.
speak. So I would love to see that. I would like to see a new curriculum introduced that's more on a classical scale.
Mhm.
It's more critical, teaching kids to think, and I know people don't want to hear this, but it's more God centered.
Right.
So, that's just one thing. As far as affordability, helping small business. Small business is the backbone of the community, and when you just strangle them with regulations and taxes, I mean, I like doing wood floors. I'd rather work in Idaho because I deal with less tax.
Mhm. That's
So
exactly right.
I take more money home, and
Mhm.
I just yeah, it's killing us. So we're seeing too many people move out, people giving up, and that's what I'm hearing in the streets too. I mean, just knocking on doors. People are fed up with it. I'm moving to Idaho. I'm moving here. I'm moving there. I can't blame them.
Right, exactly. And this is one of the things where I like to say the more people move out, the more problem it becomes, because it's not the liberals that are moving out, it's the conservatives that are tending to move away. And I just somehow we've got to break down this cycle of coming to our senses on these things that are good for our neighbor, instead of penalizing them for success or those kind of things. How do people get a hold of you? Like, what's the way that they can reach out to you in your campaign?
Well, I put my personal number on my campaign because I'm not hiding behind any gatekeepers. You can call me directly at 509-954-5808. My email's on there, george.e.wagner7@gmail.com. You can go to Facebook. I'm on George Wagner. And just so you know, there's two of us, or two of me. One has a Navy uniform, that's my personal, and the other has the business suit, that's my campaign one. So
Okay.
if you want to call, if you want to talk, I would love to have those conversations.
Excellent. And also, if you want to go to wagnerforwa.com, there's a website there that you can check out as well. And I'm sure he's looking for support, and I'm sure he's looking for people to door knock with him, and all those kind of things that the campaign needs. Any other things that your campaign needs that I haven't brought up or you'd like to bring up?
Yes, we need financial support. I'm not receiving any dark money, and I'm not taking any money from special interest groups. So every bit, I just got a $500 donation today from a small business. That's where it's at. That's where I believe America is a small business and community. So if you guys could go to wagnerforwa.com, there's a donate button. $10. I don't care. It all helps.
Excellent. Any closing remarks you want to make, and then we'll sign off. Thank you for coming on today.
Yeah, no, it's been an eye-opening experience. I love meeting all the people. And we share the same hardships and ideas, and I'm running this to make things better, to get control back. Honestly, we're not going to get any movement on legislation unless we have a balance of power. So when you look at problems, you have to go to the root cause, which is obviously the Democrat Party. So we've got to start a new conversation. And also, I want to put a plug in there for the Navy. I did 21 years, and something I'm really proud of, and
Awesome.
Taught me a lot about leadership and how to move things and get things moving in the right direction.
Let's go down that track just real quick. What did you do in the Navy?
Yeah. No, I appreciate that. Yeah. No, I'm a retired Navy chief. I was a Navy recruiter. So I was I always like to just jokingly say I was the bad guy that took your kids away. But no, I turned it into a ministry. I looked at it as how many people am I going to help today? I was brutally honest with kids, good, bad, the ugly of what service is. And I always left it to them to make their decisions on it. But so I was a Navy recruiter. My job was to go into broken stations and divisions and situations you can think of, and create effective goal-making machines out of them. So
That's awesome.
I loved it so much. I went to Gonzaga University, got my master's in leadership, and I truly miss it. It was a grind every day. But that's why I feel I'm the best candidate for the job here, is because I had 16 years of difficult situations, of decision making, of you name it. It was just baptized in the fire of leadership.
There you go. There you go.
So,
well, again, I'm going to put your website up one more time. Go there and check them out, wagnerforwa.com. As all campaigns, they need your support and ability to move forward, and just all the great things. Thank you for running for office to be a civil servant. We greatly appreciate it, George, and I hope you have a blessed day.
You too, sir. Thank you so much.
You love our beautiful state, but does fighting for issues that most affect families ever feel like you're climbing alone? It can feel like an uphill climb in a hostile environment that champions causes detrimental to Washington families. Again and again, the summit feels out of reach, but you don't have to climb alone. With like-minded people fighting for Washington families by your side, the journey becomes not just possible, but powerful. The Defender app, brought to you by the Family Policy Institute of Washington, connects you with your team for the climb ahead. Connect with conservatives who care about issues affecting families in your specific county and across our state in order to make our voices be heard locally and in Olympia. Simply click Learn to stay informed about the latest news affecting families. With one click, press Huddle to team up with other conservative minds in your specific county who care about how these issues affect you in your unique community. Then simply press Activate to get involved and to make your voice heard on legislation that matters in Olympia. With the Washington Defender app, you won't face the fight alone. Together, we can make a difference for families in Washington. Download the Washington Defender app today, a simple way to let your voice be heard.